Today, I want to talk a little bit about Sam Harris and how pretty impressed I am with the evolution of the intro course in his Waking Up app. Basically, his Waking Up app, program, course, whatever you want to call it. So, I should do a review of the app actually. So, I should do a review of the app, and I should do a review of the intro course, which I'll definitely do. But in this case, I want to talk a little bit about how the intro course has changed. So right away, right when he started the Waking Up program, back when he changed his podcast um, from Waking Up, the Waking Up, podcast, he changed that to Making Sense, so he could use the name Waking Up for his new business. Um, Not really a business, Sam. He's making great money, I'm sure, but he's not a businessman. I mean, I wouldn't. He's not in this for the money. If you if you're paying attention to anything he's saying, he's not in this for the money. So I say business, in the most respectful of ways when I apply it to Sam Harris, for sure. He's not like some other business people, like somebody I really respect and care about deeply. Joe Rogan, who clearly is a businessman. You can easily apply the word businessman to Joe because Joe Rogan sold himself out and jumped to Spotify easily for money. But Sam Harris is not like that. Not that Joe's a bad guy. Joe's a really amazing, benevolent, just an amazing force, and just what a gem of a human being. His podcast is very important, incredibly important, way more important in my opinion than Larry King Live was. Even though I say casually that to my friends and family that Joe Rogan is the Larry King Live of Gen Y, Gen Z, Gen X, kind of that transitionary Larry King Live, but he's way bigger and way more important. And I love Larry King Live. I love Larry King, so nothing but respect for Larry King. Amazing, amazing show. What CNN used to be compared to what it is now. Wow. But so, back to the point here. Back to the point. Sam, all respect for Joe, all respect for Sam, big time, big time. Especially for Sam in the business sense, especially with Sam in the not caring so much about money sense. At least that's how he makes it seem. So he changed his the podcast name to Making Sense. Waking Up is now his entire brand for his meditation stuff, and I hope he also uses that when he opens up retreats. Hopefully, what Sam Harris should really do is open up retreats now, meditation retreats under the Waking Up brand, and not from a business perspective, from a benevolent perspective, truly, but you should have quality waking up retreats, the kind of retreats I'd like to go to, those types of retreats. Okay, nice ones like that, proper ones, good ones, really special, correctly done ones, ones that are focused and disciplined and to the point, that are just quite nice for people that like nice things, but also very focused. Um, so he should do that. He should also start competing with Field Trip. Right now, he should. And there should be, waking up in Sam Harris clinics in 10 years, all kinds of clinics where they're providing psychedelic therapies just like Field Trip wants to do. He needs to do that immediately. The fact that he's not doing that shows you he's not like all about the money. But I hope he does that. That would be really cool for waking up to do that. But so bit of a tangent. Wow, interesting episode here. I don't even know. All I wanted to do was say I'm impressed with Sam, and that I'm impressed with the way he's evolved his intro course. What he did with his intro course was he started with 40 episodes. I listened to all 40 of them. Then he jumped to 28 episodes. I listened to all 28 of them again. Um, Many of those I'm sure were from the initial intro course, but a toned down version, 28 days, so it's 7 days a week, 4 weeks exactly. Thought that was a ridiculous move because, you know, 28 days is nothing, 40 days is nothing. And what's an intro course should be 100 days, but okay. Um, intro course. But so, um, 28 days, but now he redid it. Now he added within those 28 days, still kept the 28 days of actual meditation practice. So 28 days of actual focused meditation practice, but he added a bunch of quality lectures and theory, right? Now, how can you call anything theory in meditation, right? That's ridiculous, right? Theory. The whole point of meditation is experiential only, and theory is irrelevant. But in reality, it's not irrelevant. In reality, theory helps. It helps you focus your practice so you can get those glimpses, so you can get the glimpses you need to get, so you can start building off those glimpses, and then the process will start kind of on doing its own thing on its own. But theory helps, talking through helps, and it helps specifically when it's a person who's a modern person that understands modern people, right? A person from Southern California, a person from LA talking about it is very helpful. That's what Sam Harris is, right? Now, listening to someone like Mingyur Rinpoche, who I also recommend, Mingyur Rinpoche, Mingyur Rinpoche, Rinpoche, Mingyur Rinpoche, who's excellent, but he's from a different time and place, different place, not a different time, different culture. Now, if you read a book, like a book that originated in Asian Eastern philosophy on meditation, that's a different time and place. So now you have a different place with Mingyur Rinpoche, and then you have by the way, highly recommend that person. You should YouTube him, and that'll help you a lot if you're interested in learning more about meditation. Sam Harris, I think, I'm pretty sure Sam Harris studied or did retreat with Mingyur's dad. Yeah, so pretty wild. So Sam Harris's app expanded. He now has a lot of other stuff besides the intro course, but the intro still is the foundation, and now it's a unique intro among any intro there is in meditation apps. It's a great intro, right? I've seen a lot of meditation intros, and this is an excellent meditation intro, because it has those 28 great, very focused, very direct, immediately focused on the right kind of things for the first 28 days. Although you're going to be so lucky if you get a glimpse. You're not probably not going to get a glimpse in those 28 days. You're definitely not going to get a glimpse. Don't expect any glimpses in those 28 days. Not going to happen for most people. That's far-fetched thinking. But they're pointed at something. If I could change the knobs on his intro course, I would say stop focusing on a glimpse in those 28 days and focus more on helping like our generation, this younger generation, and even Gen Z, who are very like almost all the time AD. Like we're just ADD. We need. We don't know how to sit still and be calm and just relax for a second. Focus on that first, right? First, and then let that lead into your initial day one of meditation. So have a few days of like building just not too much anxiety and sitting down even, because with my own family, I've seen when I wanted them to meditate, they can't even sit still for a little bit sometimes. Their mind just races, and they don't. You need to teach a person to like that it's okay to sit still, to just be still and relax, and let your mind relax. I guess he does that in a way, but I would add a day or two before, and then I would not focus on getting any glimpses within those 28 days, and I would instead focus on more concrete building of attention and focus and attention, being able to use your attention, understand your attention more, instead of just letting it be literally you're in a dream and you don't know what you literally are just confused. At least you'll be able to have a little more control of your attention and be there's a more focused, like stronger aspect, or it's hard to explain or articulate. But I would focus more on that. But besides that, excellent intro course.